Ugh, ads are such poop. Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more for just $1 a month. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. And hey, we're on Patreon too. Your support helps cover the cost of running a podcast. For $2 a month, you can get early access to all our episodes ad-free, plus bonus episodes exclusive to Patreon subscribers only. Visit patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse to sign up now. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
Let's see. I think there was the guys that were making fun of the Israelites for building the wall and shit like that, and they were also wanting to tattle on them. They're like, you guys are doing bad. And then they sent like a message to Nehemiah like 5 times or something. And Nehemiah's like, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be drawn into this bullshit and whatever.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he didn't end up spending the night in the church. And all's good, I guess, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it was the plots of the adversaries.
Right,
so.
Yeah. So they didn't succeed. Because, you know, probably because God. Because we're in the Bible.
God,
we're in the Bible,
yeah.
That would be my guess.
Probably
God.
right. Probably right. It sounded an awful lot like a teen drama.
Right. Yeah, so that was Nehemiah chapter 6.
It sure as fuck was.
And today we're going to be reading
Nehemiah chapter 7.
Let's go do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, Nehemiah chapter 7.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
After the wall had been rebuilt, and I, Nehemiah, had set the doors in place.
Oh, we finally got those doors in place.
We got our doors
That's
up.
good. Those gaps, they were...
Yeah, they were worrying me.
Yeah, me too.
The gatekeepers, the musicians, and the Levites were appointed. So he put the doors in.
They do a lot of appointing these same fucking people over and over again.
Yeah. It's very important to them.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Do you know how important it is to me?
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not at all.
Right. Right. I put in charge of Jerusalem my brother Hanani, along with Hananiah, the commander of the citadel, because he was a man of integrity and feared God more than most people do.
Well, you got to have that fear of God.
You got to fear him.
Very important.
Fear him. Be afraid. Always be afraid.
Right.
Never not be afraid.
You wouldn't want to love him.
Yeah,
you gotta fear him.
Fear him. Fear. Are you scared? Not scared enough. I, Nehemiah, said to them, the gates of Jerusalem are not to be opened until the sun is hot.
Okay.
Do you mean till
Why?
the day is hot? Because the
don't...
sun's always hot.
You were really proud of yourself just then, aren't you?
I was. Actually, I really was. While the gatekeepers are still on duty, have them... You said duty.
Oh, my God.
Have them shut the doors and bar them. You got to keep the vampires out.
Right, yeah.
Also, appoint residents of Jerusalem as guards, some at their posts and some near their own houses.
What if they got to go hunting or like something, outside of the...
You got to wait.
You got to wait till it's hot outside, huh?
You got to wait till the sun is hot.
Or climb the wall.
Yeah.
One of the two.
I mean, but you don't want to tangle with vampires.
Right. No, vampires are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the city was large and spacious, but there were few people in it, and the houses has not even yet been rebuilt.
So basically they have a wall, some gates, and a bunch of nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Basically. So my God put it into my heart to assemble the nobles, the officials, and the common people for registration by families.
Because we need to register the families before we build the fucking houses.
Yeah. We
love
love registration.
We don't need to worry about getting, everything in order in the town. We need to register people and say their names a lot.
Yes, because We love a good numbering and also a good census.
Except for that's questionable because God didn't like that one census.
As long as we call it a registration and not a census.
Okay. All right.
And it's for the purpose of building enough houses for all the people.
You think that's what it's for? I think they just took people's names down on pieces of paper. I'm
pretty sure it's to make sure they have enough houses so they know how many they need. And okay, I don't want to live next door to such and such because they always try to tell me
their mother's father's brother's mother, grandfather's great grandfather's person. He killed my great 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 grandfather.
Oh no! See, I was just gonna say because they're always like trying to get me to mow my lawn, and I don't wanna.
Well, they love these long lineages.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
it's true. It's true. Yours is probably more accurate because they didn't have lawnmowers, but whatever. So, God put it into my heart to assemble the nobles, the officials, and the common people for registration by families. I, Nehemiah, found the genealogical record of those who had been the first to return. I found those records.
Where did he find it?
Up his butt. I don't know. This is what I, Nehemiah, found written there. These are the people of the province who came up from the captivity of the exiles whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had taken captive. They returned to Jerusalem and Judah, each to his own town, in company with Zerubbabel, Joshua, Nehemiah, Azariah, Ramiah, Nahamani, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispereth, Bigvi, Nehem, and Baana. That was all parentheses voice. Yeah. The list of the men of Israel. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Are you ready?
Nope.
Gird your loins. The descendants of Parash, 2,172. Of Shephatiah.
This is going to be a fun chapter, everybody. Wife loves these chapters.
Fuck off. 372. Of Ura, 652. Of Pahath Moab, through the line of Jeshua and Joab.
Of course.
2,818. Of Elam, 1,254. Of Zatu, 845. Of Zakkai, 760. Of Binui, 648.
Do you think when they add extra information, like the parentheses they did with the, of the whatever, those people are more important?
I don't know.
They have bigger lineages. So, we have to mention these people because they're, really fucking important.
I don't know, but every time you interrupt me,
you gotta find your place in that list of goddamn names again.
List of goddamn names. Yeah. So
I'll try to do it more often then.
Awesome. You suck. Of Bebai, 628. Of Asgad, 2,322. Of Adonikam, that sounds like
Comic-Con?
Yeah, a convention.
Yeah.
667. Of Bigvi, as opposed to Little Vi, 2,067. Of Adin, 655. Of Ader, through Hezekiah, 98.
Important. Must be important.
Yes. Of Hashum, 328. Of Bezai, 324. Of Harith, 112. Of Gibeon, 95. The men of Bethlehem and Netophah, 188. Of Anathoth, 128. Of Beth Asmaveth, 42. Okay, guys, don't forget, we're just trying to read the Bible. Just get through this. We're just reading these, okay?
Right.
So that at the end we can say we read another chapter of the Bible, because that's our goal.
Names, numbers, and whatnot.
The whole thing.
The whole fucking thing.
Of Kariath, Jeram, Kephira, and Beeroth. Ooh, all of them combined.
Yeah.
743. Of Rama and Geba, 621. Of Mikmash, Paddywhack, give a dog a bone,
right.
122. Of Bethel and I, 123. Of the other Nebo.
That other Nebo. The other Nebo.
The other Nebo. Yeah. 52. Of the other Elam.
Jesus Christ.
1,254. Of Harim, 320. Of Jericho, 345. Of Lod, Hadid, and Ono, 721. Of Sanaha, 3,930. The priests of and that was the end of that. Now we're going to name the priests.
Oh, okay? Yay.
Yeah. Jesus, God help me. Why? This is so hard and boring. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, here we go. Of Immer, 1,052. Of Pashur, 1,247. Of Haram, 1,017. Okay, now the Levites.
Okay,
ready?
I'm ready.
And the musicians. And the gatekeepers.
And the gatekeepers.
And the temple servants.
Those guys too.
Okay?
Yep.
Kiro, Sia, Pardon, Labana, Hagabah, Shalmai, Hanan, Gedel, Gaher, Rhea, Rezin, Nakoda, Gazam, Uzzah, Pasiah, Besai, Meunim, Nephusim, Bakbuk.
Can you imagine if we were like live radio and somebody just turned in the middle of one of these lists? They'd be
Oh, God.
What the fuck is happening right now?
This is the boringest shit. Hakupha, Harthur, Bazluth, Mahida, Harsha, Barkos, Sisera, Tema, Naziah, and Hadapha.
Yeah, Hadapha.
Woohoo! The descendants of the servants of Solomon. Ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Jala, Darkin, Giddel, Shephatiah, Hatil. Okay, the temple servants and the descendants of the servants of Solomon, 392.
Okay.
The following came up from the towns of Tel Malah, Tel Harsha, Karub, Adon, and Immer, but they could not show their families were descended from Israel. Womp womp.
Oh man, that sucks. They weren't registered.
Mm-hmm.
They were something else.
There's words missing from this, so
I
don't know what it's supposed to say. Sorry. The descendants of blank.
Somebody.
And from among the priests, these searched for their family records, but they could not find them, and so were excluded from the priesthood as unfucking clean.
Oh, wait, you're unclean because you're not on the goddamn list? Yep. I didn't make the list, so what the fuck? How do I get on the goddamn list? How do I become clean again?
Well,
what do I gotta do?
Your ancestors should have...
Can you just write my ass in the fucking list?
Your ancestors should have done better by God.
Here's a couple shekels.
Probably that too.
You know?
Yeah.
Just put me on the list,
Just put me on the fucking list. The governor, therefore, ordered them not to eat any of the most sacred food until there should be a priest ministering with the Urim and Thummim.
That's bullshit.
So they can get clean.
Whatever.
They just got to go through extra.
Still
hoops.
bullshit.
It is bullshit. You're just upset because you know you would have been left off the list. And I would have too. So we would have been like, God, it's always difficult. Why?
Right.
Everything. Yeah. Why? The whole company numbered 42,360. Besides their 7,337 male and female slaves. You know,
besides those, that small number that's almost like almost a quarter of the amount of people.
Mm-hmm. Slaves.
Or at least a fifth.
And they also had 245 male and female singers. And apparently singers aren't much better than slaves either.
Yeah, they got listed after the fucking slaves.
Yeah. There were 736 horses, 245 mules, 435 camels, and 6,720 donkeys. None of which talked.
Right.
No
not these donkeys anyway.
No.
Other donkey.
Yeah. Other donkey. Some of the heads of the families contributed to the work. That was good of them.
Mm-hmm.
The governor gave to the treasury 1,000 derricks of gold, 50 bowls, and 530 garments for priests. Some of the heads of the families gave to the treasury for the work 20,000 derricks of gold.
What's a derrick?
I don't fucking know.
I've heard it before, but I don't know what a derrick is.
It's a measurement of gold.
Got it.
And 2,200 minas of silver, which we did talk about the minas.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was, but we did talk about it.
Got it.
They're just measurements.
Okay.
And who cares, honestly?
Right. Gold.
Yeah.
Silver.
Gold, silver, and gold. The total given by the rest of the people was 20,000 derricks of gold, 2,000 minas of silver, and 67 garments for priests. The priests, the Levites, the gatekeepers, the musicians, and the temple servants, along with certain of the people and the rest of the Israelites, settled in their own towns. When the 7th month came and the Israelites had settled in their towns, ... That's the end of the chapter.
Oh. Yeah, it literally ends on a fucking comma.
Yeah.
That's really
mid-sentence.
Weird.
Yep. Fucking sentence.
Well, I mean, these weren't separated into chapters, when they originally wrote these documents. So.
Well, I just went into the next chapter.
Yeah.
I got to finish the sentence.
Right.
Okay. So let me read the sentence again so that we can... Oops.
So we're gonna start chapter 8 twice.
Yes. So When the 7th month came and the Israelites had settled in their towns, turn the page, all the people came together as one in the square before the water gate.
Okay.
Okay, that's the
end.
end.
They couldn't just separate it right there.
I know.
They had to do it literally on a comma.
Literally mid-sentence.
That's so fucking dumb.
Right? Yeah. They should have asked my opinion when they split these up. I would have done a much better job.
Let's have a whole chapter dedicated to names of fucking idiot people, and then let's end it on a comma.
Yeah.
That's a perfect chapter.
Perfect chapter.
I mean, the editors won't
There's
care.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with this chapter.
There are no fucking editors.
Yeah.
Because this is fucking ancient times.
Yep.
This is dumb.
And we still base our laws off of these people.
Right. All right. Well, that was Nehemiah chapter 7.
And a smidge of chapter 8.
And a smidge of chapter 8. And then tomorrow we will be back with
the rest of Nehemiah chapter 8.
Yeah, and some of chapter 7 probably, because we'll start at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.